In our last video,
we
we
demonstrated how
is to
you
demonstrate
resize
the proper
photo,
way to upload a photo
so
to
that
a
it's
WordPress
the
simple
correct
slider.
745 by 340.
The steps are, first you need to
that we
resize
need
the
for
photo,
our
and you can see our
website
other
slider.
videos to how to do that. It's
There
called
are some
Resize
photos,
Picture for
however, when
WordPress
you
slider.
attempt to use the
Then you
process
upload the
we
file
used
using
before,
Media
it
Manager.
just won't
You
work.
copy the URL
And
of
I'll
the file.
demonstrate that.
Then you paste the URL
So,
into a new entry of the simple slider.
if it won't
and you
work,
save and test. So let's get started.
There's a possibility
First step
you use a
is
different process, which we'll
you
demonstrate.
log on to WordPress.
You start
using
out by
your
cropping the
WP
image,
admin credentials,
then you
so that you
resize
get
to
to
the
the
correct
height
to
to the
the
dashboard.
width. Then you
go right into Media, Add New,
duplicate some background. So you're actually adding some content to your picture.
And you take your new slider.
So we're going to get right into it and demonstrate
picture,
that process
drop
on
it
a particular photo
where it
here.
needs to be.
So
You
here's
can
a
click
photo.
this edit button here,
And
you have a file URL.
Be
That's what you need to get on your clipboard. So you
one here.
swipe across that.
And I'll demonstrate
left
with the
click
process
and drag.
that won't work.
Right
just
click
so you can see why it
and
doesn't
copy.
work.
Then you
Let's
can
put
go
this over
to
here. So
settings.
what won't work is
simple slider.
what we did before. So if we go to image,
This is where the new image
resize,
URL goes. You right click and
set the
paste.
width to 745.
Save the settings.
That seems to work okay.
And
then if we
you can
take
test
this
down
and we
here if
try
you'd
to
like.
do a box that's
Flip through
745 by 340,
5, 6.
and there he is.
So
There's about 3.
And I always like to
40 right there.
start a new tab.
And then we're trying to move it around to get the boat. Now
Go
we're
into
selling
the
the boat
website
here, so we can't
again.
cut the
And
boat
there
off.
he is.
But it would seem to be pretty rude to
Just
cut
make
the
sure that
guy's
it got
head
saved
off.
properly.
So this technique
And
is
it did.
just not going to
So we're all done.
So I'm clicking over on the selection tool so that I can clear the selection. And then I'm going to do Control Z a few times to get things back to the way they were. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, now I'm starting over. Now what I'm going to do differently in order to make this work is I'm going to make a selection. I'm going to crop as wide as I can and still get rid of a little bit of the height. Okay, so now I'm going to say image crop to selection, and now I'm going to resize, but I'm going to resize the height this time. Resize it to 340. Notice that I only have 600 in pixels instead of 745, so the picture's actually going to be too narrow. I need more content, but I don't have any more content. So I can sort of just fake it because I'm lucky here, because you see how it's just like kind of really just plain on the side. So what we'll do is we'll go to image canvas size. We'll set the canvas width to 745, so which will give us some extra space over here, because that's actually the width. The full size here is the width. But we'd like to fill this in, so we'll take the selection tool and we'll go up here and select and now we're going to pick move selected pixels, and we can take this and we're going to duplicate that water. Go back to selection tool, click here. So now we've duplicated the water. So now it's just a matter of if we look at the image, 745 by 340, which is what we want. And if we tried it the opposite direction, if we moved this over and then we had some blank space on this left side, we tried to duplicate this water, it wouldn't have worked out that well, because the angle, this is supposed to curve here where the water ripples are, and it wouldn't. It would go straight, so it wouldn't look quite right. But you might get away with it in a pinch, but we were lucky because the angles here sort of don't look too bad. Not a perfect picture, but it's better. Then you just save the file and upload it. So this is a little trick that might work for you.